The more I record these videos, the more I just think, like, I need to take a step back and stop ranking them. Like, I always talk about, like, oh, this was a really awkward experience, definitely in my top 3. Because it just always gets replaced by another one. But here I go like a broken record, I'm just going to say it. This shit's definitely up there. It's definitely up there. But today's video is a good one. I hope you guys enjoy it. Please leave a like if you do. And let's get into this shit. I'm just going to jump right in. So I live in an area very close to some of my friends. I have some very good friends living close to me. And with that being said, I get to hang out with a lot of people a lot of the time. And it's pretty awesome. And just a few months ago, I got invited out to a friend's house to spend the night. He just moved into it. It was like a duplex, 2 houses in one. And it's like split down the middle, and then one side's one family, and then the other side's where my friend lived. And he just invited me over with some other people, right? And this happens a lot. I have a lot of friends that move into new places. They invite me over with some of their friends. We stay the night in his new place, hang out and talk, have a good time. We don't fucking throw these ragers and, get them kicked out of their new place the second they move in. That's not usually what it is. I'm not going to lie. There definitely has been a few times, though, where my friends have moved into new apartments and they throw fucking huge parties and get in trouble like the first night. But anyway, that's besides the point. It's for a whole nother video. But we were having this little get-together, I guess, and it was very chill, no problems. And this house that he got was very close to, like, the main part of the city we live in. And the city is where, like, most of the bad shit happens, but, not all of it. But if you're looking for, like, a hooker, the city is where you're going to find it. And I'm not saying you just go in there and be like, hey, I need my dick sucked. Who's here? That's fucking not how it works whatsoever. It's actually very rare to find a fucking hooker in this city. But I don't know why. We all fell asleep. And when you go in through my friend's front door, it's right into the living room, okay? And I guess we all fell asleep. My friend left his front door unlocked the first fucking night he had everyone over, which is ridiculous. I don't know why you wouldn't lock your house up. But when we fell asleep, a little intruder wandered in, and at first it terrified me. But let me just tell you from my point of view what I saw, right? I'm sleeping on my friend's couch. If I was to open my eyes, all I could see was the TV and a clear view of the front door. And I was sleeping, and I heard this noise of the door opening, and it immediately woke me up, and my eyes opened. And I saw the front door open. And I just see a girl, like an older girl walk in who I've never seen in my life. I have no idea who it is. And it fucking freaked me out because, random girl walking into a house with a bunch of dudes in it. No one invited her. She looks older than most of us, so we have no idea, like, where she could come from. And I'm the only one awake right now, so I'm just looking at her, and she, like, sees me. And I think she completely noticed that she was intruding and just completely scaring the shit out of this person that she saw on the couch, which was me. And before I could say anything, honestly, I was fucking speechless. I didn't know if I was going to say anything. She opens her mouth and just goes, "What the fuck?" Like, that's all she says, just, "What the fuck?" And she's stumbling, and you could just tell that she was fucked up. And I was like, did this fucking girl really just stumble into my friend's house, drunk as fuck, trespassing, this late at night? Like, I'm just thinking to myself. But of course, I'm just like, all right, well, I'm not dead yet, so she's not here to fucking kill us. So I just said, I was like, who are you? And why the fuck did you just open my friend's door and walk into our house like that? Like, that's illegal. And she's like, you guys called. How old are you guys? You guys are so young. And I'm like, no, you're messed up. We didn't call you. I don't know what you're talking about. And she just completely interrupts me and cuts me off and says the name of a website. It's a local website here, basically used for jobs and, like, buying used stuff. But you can also use it for very, very dirty purposes, aka renting hookers and shit like that, really fucked up stuff. And when she said that, I was like, yep, I know exactly what's going on. This is really, really awkward. But anyway, I nicely asked this lady to, step out on the porch because it's fucking awkward and creepy that she just busted in like that. So she walks out on the porch. I wake my friend up who owns the place and was like, yo, fucking hooker is here right now. There's literally a fucking hooker at your house. And he gets up all freaked out, yelling at everyone. He's like, who fucking called a hooker here? Like, bugging out. And I'm like, it wasn't me, dude. I didn't call anyone. And then everyone's getting up. They're like, what? Fucking hooker? I didn't call anyone. And we all stepped outside to talk to this girl. And when we got out there, she actually already had this ready. She played a voicemail. Apparently, whoever called her the first time, she didn't answer. So she had a voicemail of this guy. And this guy literally called her up, left our fucking address down, and said that, he wanted some services. And pretty much, as a prank, instead of ordering pizza or ordering some Chinese food to this place, he ordered a fucking live girl that did dirty things. And very illegal things, too, keep in mind. Like, we could have gotten in some fucking shit for this. But luckily, we all kind of figured out what was going on pretty quickly. We nicely explained to the hooker that it was a prank, and she got super fucking pissed at us because it's apparently our fault that someone else was pranking us with this horrible fucked up prank. And she got so mad that she just straight up ran away from us. Like, she ran off the porch and ran over to this car down the street. Someone gave her a fucking ride and was gonna wait for her to get done. And then, she was gonna come out and jump in their car. But yeah, pretty fucked up shit, dude. Like, really, really weird, and The more that I think about it, that's a terrible fucking prank to call a hooker to somebody's place. And they got lucky enough to get a hooker that was so fucked up and just didn't give a fuck to walk in without knocking and just scare the shit out of me. Pretty messed up. But yeah, that was pretty much the end. We never actually caught who ended up doing it, whoever pulled the fucking prank. I'm almost 90% sure it's definitely a prank, though, because the person on the phone didn't sound that old. He sounded our age, not to mention he also said the exact address of where my friend just moved in. And you don't really accidentally say the wrong address, so pretty fucked up. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video/story today. Definitely a crazier one, so I'd really appreciate it if you left a like on the video. Leave your stories in the comments down below. And yeah, I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Subscribe if you're new. Peace.